Hello everyone, my name is Arohi and welcome to my channel. So guys, in my previous video we have seen what are AI agents and what are LLM agents. So today we'll see the practical implementation of LLM agents. So for that we will use LangChain, which is a framework designed to build LLM apps, and we will use this LangChain framework to create intelligent agents by combining tools and LLMs. Now, before moving to the practical implementation, it is important to understand about tools because these tools are required whenever you want to create agent in LangChain. We need to combine LLMs and tools. So we need to learn about tools first. So let's see what are tools in LangChain. Tools are external functionalities or resources that agent can use to perform specific tasks. So for example, you want to perform a web search. So for that, there is a specific tool, you can use that. And let's say if you want to create an agent which can perform some mathematic related task, some computation related task, for that there is a separate tool, you will use that. And suppose you want an agent to perform some database related tasks. There are database related tools in LangChain, you will use them. And if you have a task related to file management, let's say you want to extract the text from PDFs or you want to handle the data of CSV files, so for such task there is a separate tool in LangChain which comes under this file management tools. And sometime, let's say you are building some use case where you need to fetch some data from API, so that also we can do with these tools. So learning these tools is very important. We'll see what these tools are, the basic structure of these tools, means what is the syntax, how we write the code for tools, and then we'll move to the coding part. So there is a specific way to define these tools. Each tool will always be defined as a callable function or a class. It must include name, function, and description as shown in this example. So in this tool, search is the name of the tool, and then this search underscore tool dot run. So this is a function. So this means whenever the search tool is selected by the large language model, it will call the run function of the search tool, and this search tool dot run is a function, is the logic that performs the web search using a SERP API. There is an API named SERP API using which you can perform the web search, and this search underscore tool dot run is the logic that perform that web search. Okay, and then description, this third section, description. This description tell the LLM model what this tool is capable of. So this description helps the LLM decide when to use this tool based on the user query. So let's see it with the example. So let's say the user asks what is the weather in Delhi. Okay, so the LLM first, how agent work? First LLM will understand the query. So when user asks this question, what is the weather in Delhi, our LLM will process the query and it will identify that the intent in this query is to find the weather information. And this require external real-time data, which LLM doesn't have, right? So it will select the tool to perform this task. So the second step of agent is agent will select the right tool to perform the task as per the user's query. So now the LLM will check the list of tools we have provided in the tools. So in tools, we can provide the list of tools. So from that list, our LLM will see which tool suits the requirement. How it will see which, how LLM will know which tool suits the requirement. So it will read the description of each tool to decide which one fits the user query the most, and then it will pick the tool which fits the user query. So in our case, the example which I have shared with you, the weather of Delhi, in this case it sees that the search tool has the description, used this tool to perform web searches. Based on this, LLM will use the search tool because it will help to retrieve the weather information from internet, right? So once it decide which tool to use, next step is to execute that tool, means to perform the action. What is the action over here? Once the agent decide that search tool will be used, now the next step is to perform that task, right? To execute the task. So over here, the LLM will use this function attribute, which is search underscore tool dot run, to execute the search. When this function will be executed, it will send the query like something like current weather in Delhi to SERP API using this search tool, and then tool will return the raw search result, for example like sunny 19 degree, something like that. And the LLM will format the result into a user friendly format. So this is what tool is. Every tool will have name, function and description, and on the basis of description, LLM will decide which tool to use as per the user's query. Okay, as I've told you that whenever we want to create agent in LangChain, we will pass the tools to it. Now we understood what tools are. So how we pass the tool? Now let's see that. So you will pass the tools to agents in LangChain when you initialize the agent. So this is how we initialize the agent. Over here you can see. So this is just a single line. We are initializing the agent and we are providing tools to it. See here, we are providing the tools. We are also providing the LLM which we want to use. So some of the task LLM will do and some of the task tool will do. For example, the user query, who will understand the user's query? LLM will understand. And then on the basis of that, we want to use which tool? API, we want to use the weather API, or we want to use the SERP API to search the web, right? So that tool we have mentioned over here. We have mentioned the tools also, we have mentioned the LLM also. So in LLM, there are variety of LLMs in the market. You can use any of the LLM, and in tools also we can use, there are various tools. As I've told you, we can use tools for databases. There are separate tools for every task. There are different kind of tools. So in my today's tutorial, we'll use one tool, and in my upcoming videos we will try to use some other tools also. Okay, so here you understood what this tools and LLM is. Next thing is this zero shot React description. So what this means? This means zero shot learning means without any prior training, based on the description, perform the task. And this verbose true. This verbose true means you can see the entire thought process of the agent, means what it thinks, the query means, then when it decides to choose a tool, which tool it decides to choose and why, means the whole thinking process of the agent you can see on your screen. So that is what this verbose true means. Now we have seen what are tools and how we are going to write it. And then we have seen how to initialize the agents, right? Now let's start with the practical implementation. First thing is installing all required packages. So we will first install the LangChain package and LangChain community, because what we are going to do, we are going to build the LLM agent using LangChain, and LangChain is a framework. So you need to install this module first. So you will open a command prompt, and here you will write this command. So all these commands are mentioned in description section. I have given the link of GitHub repo. From there you can get all these commands and you'll execute them one by one as I'm showing you here. I'm not executing it because I have already done all these steps. So you will execute this command and you will have LangChain and LangChain community installed. After that, we will install OpenAI. Why? Because in my today's tutorial, the LLM model which we are going to use is GPT, and GPT model belongs to OpenAI. So you will install the OpenAI in order to use those models. And guys, you will also need the OpenAI API key. You will log into your OpenAI account, and from there you can get the OpenAI API key. And then save it somewhere, and sometime I'll show you where to write it. Then we will install this package, Google Search Results. Why we are installing this package? Because in my today's tutorial, we are going to search the web. We will create an agent. That agent will search the web and will give us the answer. So we will use the SERP API. To use that SERP API, we need to install this package, and later I will show you we need the API key of SERP also. So SERP API, I'll show you how to do that. But for now, install this package. After that, we will install python-env. So this module will help you manage your environment variables like the OpenAI API key and SERP API key, which we are going to use. So I'll explain you when we will use in the code. I'll explain you where the task related to this module is present. Okay, that's it guys. These are the steps. Once you execute these steps, now your environment is ready to run our today's code. Now let's see how to do that. This is the Jupyter notebook where we are going to write our code. First, I'm importing all the modules. In our today's tutorial, we are going to use the OpenAI LLM, GPT, right? And here we are importing this. Why? Because we want to perform the web search, and to perform the web search, we will use SERP API service. And then here, this line is to load the environment variable. So guys, remember I've told you a few minutes back that you need OpenAI API key and you need SERP API key, right? For SERP API key, this is the link. Okay, let me just write a link here. So this is the link. You will open this link. Just copy this link from here and paste here and hit enter. You will see this kind of screen. You need to sign in. If you are not already signed in, then sign up and then click on this sign in with Google, and then the next page will be opened, and over there you will see the API key. Just copy that API key. After that, you will create .env file. Guys, these API keys are wrong. These API keys will not work, so use your API keys. Okay, so you will create a .env file, and in .env file you'll write SERP API key like this, and in these double quotes you will paste the API key from the page, which will show you the actual SERP API key. And in the same way, OpenAI API key, you will write a name like this, and here you will paste your OpenAI API key, right? So you will create a .env file. This is important step, and this .env file should be in the folder where your code is. So see here, I'm working in a demo folder. Okay, let's open here. See, I'm in a demo folder. This is the Jupyter notebook which I'm showing you. And this is the .env file. Your .env file and your code should be in the same folder. And now if you'll open your .env file, you will see these two APIs. Now you have your OpenAI API key, your SERP API key. You loaded those variables over here, and you know from where to get the SERP API key. Hit enter. Now I'm defining the tool which I want to use in my today's class. So this is the tool, search tool variable, and here I'm calling it like this. This tool will perform the web search. Next step is to define the LLM also, because how we create agents in LangChain, I've told you na, you will use tools and LLM in a combined way to create an agent. So this is the tool we want to use. Now we will define which LLM we want to use. This LLM I want to use the LLM from OpenAI. Next is this. So guys, remember I've told you whatever tools we want to use, we will write it like this, right? Name of the tool, function, and description. This description will tell this LLM what is the task of this tool, right? So in my today's video, I'm using single tool, but here we can write multiple tools also. Just for example, this is one tool, and if you want to write next tool, you can write it like this. But in my today's tutorial, we are using one tool only. So here you will write the list of tools, and this is the tool name. This is the LLM name. Now let's initialize the agent. This part also I've explained you a few minutes back. This is how you initialize the agent. Initialize agent, and while initializing the agent, we will provide tools and LLM in a combined way like this. Tools, which tool this agent will use? The tools we have over here. And which LLM it will use? The LLM which we have defined over here. And then agent, zero shot React description. This also I've explained you that it will use zero shot learning to perform the task. Verbose true means everything, whatever agent is thinking and performing, you can see on the screen. So this is how you define the agent. Now we have defined the agent. Now let's try to test this agent. We will ask a question to it. So for that you will write agent.run and provide your question over here. First this question will go to LLM. LLM will understand the intent of the question. On the basis of the understanding of this question, LLM will choose which tool to use. Then that tool will be used and the output of that tool will be given to LLM again. LLM will present that output in a user-friendly form. So let's run it and see. Oh, we haven't defined this over here. So we have mentioned the module but we didn't load the environment variables. So this is how you will load the environment variable. This, you are getting the data from your env file and you're getting the API key of OpenAI over here, and then the this SERP API key you're getting over here. Now let's rerun it. And when you'll run it, see, here you are seeing the process which agent is doing, because we have done verbose equals to true. So that means you can see all the process over here. First, see, what is the question? The weather in Delhi. See, this is what I should search for, a weather website that can give me the current weather in Delhi. Then action, search. What is the input to that action? Weather in Delhi. Then this is the observation. Then temperature. See, all that process you can see over here. And lastly, I know the final answer. Final answer is this, and chain is finished. So this is the reply by our LLM model at last. This is how you can write the code for agents. It's very simple. Just remember to use one LLM model and to pick the tool, which tool you want to use as per your use case. And you can use more than one tool also, and you will write the list of all the tools over here. And this is how you initialize the agent. You will use LLM and tools in a combined way to see that, and then you can run the agent like this. So guys, I have given the link of this code in description section, and you can try this code. And I hope this video is helpful. And guys, if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.